Boston Globe, January 1st, 1993.
Rehearsals have begun for David Henry Wong's new play, Face Value, which will have its pre-Broadway tryout here, February 9th through 28th at the Colonial Theater. The cast includes Jane Kowski
and Mark Lindbaker. We all enjoyed working with Marcus immensely. He was a nice guy and very talented.
We did notice that he didn't look particularly Asian.
But that wasn't the kind of thing you come right out and ask someone.
And everyone else said he was Asian.
I did notice one other thing about Marcus, that he kind of kept to himself all through rehearsals.
But I remember at the opening night party out of town in Boston, it's like he was trying to tell me something.
You know, Jane, I haven't really had the chance to tell you this yet, but you're really great in the show.
Thanks, you too.
Really?
Believe me, I've worked with some so-called stars who haven't got half as much talent as you do. And of course, opportunities have been so limited for you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, before this, you've probably only gotten to play waiters and laundry boys and take-out delivery guys.
No, actually, I've played a lot of parts.
In San Francisco, right?
Just last season at San Jose Rep, in the Glass Menagerie, I played the gentleman caller.
I'm sure you were amazing. Hey, you should see the kind of typecasting I have to deal with.
That's just my point. I don't get typecast.
Come on, Marcus. Everyone gets typecast. What you mean is you don't get typecast as an Asian.
I guess you're right. Look, Jane, I like you a lot.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Too much. And there's something I need to get off my chest.
Well, don't say anything you'll regret in the morning.
Jane, I'm a fake.
Is that all?
Huh?
Welcome to the club. That comes with success. The higher you get, the more you feel like you don't belong there. Like they put your name on the wrong list and you somehow manage to sneak into the party.
That's exactly what happened.
Marcus, you know how many other actors they auditioned for your parts?
Not enough? Jane, the show in Marin where they saw me, I was playing the white guy.
Just like you play the gentleman caller, right? Marcus, you know what I do? When I'm feeling nervous around people, I just imagine I'm playing a part.
Yeah?
I picture who I want to be, and then I start acting. Try it sometime. You'll be surprised.
Thanks, Jane. You've been a really big help to me.
Marcus, you are a fine, fine actor. You just have to believe in yourself a little, that's all. Marcus has had a lot to drink tonight.
Bet he never dreamed he'd end up in a Broadway show the day he got cast as a Japanese-American soldier at the Marin Community Center.
We expect interviews tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Oh, we still have work to do, but I think the critics will be encouraging.
Knock on wood. Oh, David, just so you know, that show in Marin, Marcus didn't play a Japanese-American soldier.
He was in the play. I read an interview.
Oh, he was in it all right. But he was the white guy. Ha!
Boston Globe, February 15th, 1993.
Wong's Face Value flops on its farce.
Science Monitor.
Face Value takes on more than it can deliver.
Boston Phoenix.
And Turkey!
New York Times.
The critical splat in Boston, David Henry Wong's Broadway-bound Face Value,
Unsalvageable.
has the creative team now engaged in revamping a show that was essentially judged confusing and unfunny.
An embarrassment that should never have been allowed to happen.
Michael Riddell, Theater.
And where was Playwright Wong while Ostro was rallying the troops? In his hotel room, rewriting furiously. Wong, sounding upbeat for a man whose work has been called an embarrassment, said that he found being in trouble out of town.
Exhilarating! Of course I would have loved to gotten good reviews, but this is a situation we're in, so we're dealing with it.
Sticky Fingers books and videos. Yeah, we got butt plugs. Come see for yourself. Bye. Hello, what do we got here? Oriental pearls, enormous lotus blossoms, bonsai babes.
Do you take Visa?
Sorry, just cash. Say, aren't you David Henry Wong? Yeah, you're David Henry Wong, aren't you? Saw your picture in the Sunday paper.
You know, I'd never get recognized.
You're doing a show, right? Over at the Colonial?
Yeah.
Face
value.
Yeah, face value. Sounds real interesting. All that racist stuff.
We didn't get such good reviews.
Critics, what do they know? You wrote that other one, right?
Oh, yeah.
That Miss Saigon?
No, that
Oh,
wasn't.
you're a famous man.
Not usually.
And I'm happy to see from your choice of material that you support your people.
Oh, those.
I'm throwing a copy of Asian Craven on the house.
That's very
Oh, it's my pleasure. You gotta let someone do something nice for you every once in a while, you know? Anthony Andolia. Pleasure meeting you, Mr. Wong.
Oh, David. Guess I'd better get back to work now.
You do that. Oh, David. Screw the critics, okay?
Thanks. I went back to my room and started rewriting, and yet a little voice kept echoing in my head.
Oh, he was in it all right. But he was the white guy. The white guy. The white guy.
I decided to call Rodney Hotchkiss, the actor who had worked with Marcus in Go for Broke.
Hello.
Rodney! Hi, it's David Wong.
Are you in New York?
No, Boston.
So how's the show going?
Oh, well,
How's Marcus?
he's doing great. Listen, I wanted to
He's
ask...
one lucky motherfucker.
What do you mean?
That you're the one who cast him.
I don't quite understand.
Anyone else would have their balls handed back to them on a plate by our community, but fucking David Henry Wong, he can cast a white guy as an Asian, and nobody gives a goddamn.
Marcus is an Asian?
Say what?
I can tell he's not 100%.
Marcus is 100% alright. 100% white. You mean you thought he was...
You're Asian?
You got that half right. Oh god, this is the funniest thing I've ever... Can you imagine if this got into the papers? Leader of Miss Saigon protest cast white guy as Asian by mistake.
He's not.
Huh?
He's not. Marcus, he's not 100% white.
Come on.
His father is Jewish.
The last time I checked, Jewish was still white.
Not necessarily.
Not what?
Judaism is a religion, not a race.
It's sort of both, isn't it?
Like the way a wave and a particle are the same yet different.
What?
Jews are both waves and particles. Sammy Davis Jr., he was Jewish, wasn't he?
So Marcus's father is the Asian Sammy Davis Jr.?
Maybe.
David.
I mean, do you even know where his Jewish ancestors came from?
Russia.
Oh.
I think he told me once. What city?
Siberia.
Huh?
Marcus's father came from Siberia.
Are you sure? Because...
Oh, we talked about it extensively.
Even if you're right, how does that make him...
Don't you know where Siberia is?
Near the North Pole?
Asia! Siberia is in Asia, yes! And Marcus's father is a Siberian Jew!
Marcus doesn't look Asian.
Does Lou Diamond Phillips look Asian?
Well, sort of.
Does Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves is Asian?
You're Asian, just like Marcus! Listen, Rodney, it's a new world out there. The demographics of this country are changing so fast, and sometimes we think it's just the white people that gotta adjust, but we've gotta start thinking differently too. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow.
You're sure you're not making all this up to save your ass?
Rodney, who stepped up to the line during the Miss Saigon fight?
Well, you.
Did I worry about saving my own ass then?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
And another thing, Rodney, I loved your audition.
You did?
It was so honest, and that's what I love most in the theater, honesty.
But I never got called back.
Lots of times the best auditions are the ones you don't have to call back. You just know.
Then why didn't you cast me?
Why?
I mean, I thought I did a fucking good job too, but...
But you're too good looking.
Yeah?
I'm writing this character who's insecure, unsure of his masculinity, and who's gonna believe that about you?
He's insecure because everyone thinks Asian men are nerds with little dicks.
Like I said, who's gonna believe that about you?
But then wouldn't it make your point even better to cast a guy like me?
That's just what I've been thinking.
You have?
I'm calling to check your availability. Once we get to New York to bring you out, maybe first to understudy, but then eventually to take over the part.
Shit, really? You're fucking offering
Of
me?
course, the play would have to settle into a healthy run first.
Of course.
So we just all have to do what we can to make sure the show's a success, right?
Right.
But David, you can't fire him
William Craver, David's agent.
What do you mean I can't fire him?
for being white. That would be a violation of anti-discrimination laws.
How?
You'd be firing him because of his race.
But I hired him because of his race, or what I thought was his race.
Everyone just sort of lets that one slide.
So I can hire on the basis of race, but not fire for that same reason?
Right.
Why?
Because people don't generally sue someone for hiring them.
So I'm stuck with this guy forever, no matter what.
Of course you can fire him for any reason other than his race.
Marcus and I really gotta talk.
Good. Whatever you do, he can't know that you know he's white. Once that happens, then you really can't ever fire him.
Shit, we're speaking to a group of Asian American students tonight. They'll see right through him. Then they'll blow the whistle. Then we won't be able to fire him.
David, why don't you just do all the talking this event?
Okay, I can do this. I can get through this thing tonight. Then tomorrow we can get rid of him.
He'll be out of your life forever.
Great. So long as I help Marcus pass as an Asian, I can still fire him for being white.
Right.
Welcome to the Asian American Resource Center. I'm Gish J.
Marcus, I've been doing a little thinking.
Yeah?
I'm so pleased to see you all here at tonight's event.
About your name.
An evening with the creators of Face Value.
Marcus G. Dahlman? Ugh, have you ever thought about taking a stage name?
Like what?
How about just Marcus G?
So, without any further delay,
Well, I've never
please welcome David Henry Wong and
Marcus G!
Well played. Man, you guys have made a beautiful thing.
Oh, thank you, that's very
And when I read those reviews, I thought, shit, they're doing it to us again.
Tell him, brother.
They can't stand it when that yellow man gets too much power in their world.
You got that right.
So they got no choice but to take us down. You and Spike Lee, man.
Thank you. When did you see our show?
I don't have to see it to know what's going on here.
You could tell just by reading the reviews.
That's right. Once those white critics started beating on your show, I knew it must be great.
You can really see through the hype. Yes.
Yeah, I saw your show a couple nights ago.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
Thank you.
I do have one question for Marcus. What are you?
You mean, what is he really?
Well, my background is so mixed up, but there are some who believe the lost tribe of Israel.
Marcus is Eurasian. That's the bottom line, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
Marcus, your ancestors, I mean the Asian part, where did they come from?
Oh, Siberia. Didn't they? We spoke about that once. They were Russian, Siberian, Asian Jews. Weren't they?
Yeah.
Siberian? Wow, I never...
Oh, they're a rapidly growing minority. In the next few years, you're going to see an explosion of Siberian American culture in this country. Siberian restaurants, folk festivals, artists, and the emergence of little Siberia towns all over America.
And Siberians are Asian?
Here, I just happen to be carrying an atlas. See, it's just north of China. Perhaps the most well-known Siberian right now, besides Marcus, of course, is a model named Irina Pantaeva. Oh, look, here she is in the most recent issue of Cosmopolitan. Nowadays, we really don't all look alike. Looks don't matter any longer. Marcus is like us. He's an American.
Marcus, as a person of Jewish Siberian ancestry, did you face a lot of barriers?
Sure you have. You can tell them?
Well, before this, my career was sort of going nowhere. I mean, directors just didn't seem to know what to do with me.
Bastards!
Last November, I went in on a commercial call. They had me in 5 times. 5 times, and you know what they told me in the end? They said I didn't look right.
That's so racist.
Marcus, did you celebrate Siberian traditions at home?
No, not really. Though we did have this little music box on the mantle that's played somewhere in my life.
Next!
Was growing up hard for you?
Yeah, it was. Right?
Well, yeah. See, when I was 7, my parents moved into this fancy neighborhood because it had good schools, but that sort of made me the poor kid in town.
I know what that's like.
You do? Thank you.
Bastards!
You really want to hear this?
Yeah, trust me, they do.
Well, see, the other kids all knew the truth about me, so on the outside I was just trying to fit in, but inside...
You knew they were looking down on you.
That's right. My God, this is so weird. I've never even acted in public like this.
Marcus, we have all been oppressed.
By the bastards! And now you say it.
Huh? Me? No.
No, man, you gotta say
It's
it.
the only way you're gonna rise up.
Well, see, it was subtle. It wasn't like...
Subtle sucks.
Come on, you gotta say it.
Okay. Bastard.
That's right. Those motherfuckers who make us feel like shit, they were bastards.
Little bastards.
Doesn't that feel good, Marcus?
It really does. God, this is amazing. You guys don't even know me, and to welcome me like this into your club. Community. I feel like I finally found a home.
We love you, brother.
Do you know how special this is? Out there in the rest of America, everyone is on their own, fighting to stay afloat, but you've got each other. No, we've got each other.
Marcus D, you are a role model for us all.
I wouldn't even be here today if it hadn't been for the good fortune of being cast in a play by David Henry Wong.
Marcus, wait, real quick.
Stuart, sorry to call so late at night, but do you think Beatty's still available?
I don't think Marcus is working out.
David, it's Marcus. Could we talk? It's 10:30 in the morning, and I just got a call from the producers. It's kind of important. Call me, please. It's 11 o'clock. Look, it's really important that you and I talk, okay? I'm assuming you know what's going on, and if this is really what you want, I understand. I'd just like the chance to hear it from you. It's Marcus. I'm at Logan Airport. My flight starts boarding in 20 minutes. It's final call. I'm headed back to San Francisco. Look, I just wanted to say thank you. I've gotten to work with some really wonderful artists, and maybe even through everything that happened, understand a little bit more of who I am. Talk to you sometime, okay?
To delete messages, press 7. Messages deleted.
Associated Press, March 13, 1993.
Face Value, the new Broadway comedy by the author of M. Butterfly, closed before its official opening, shutting down after 8 preview performances at a loss of more than $2 million.
Hello.
Margaret?
David?
Margaret Fung, Executive Director of the Asian American Legal Defense and Education Fund.
Yeah, it's David Wong. David Henry Wong?
No.
Well, maybe just a little. Listen, I don't know if you heard about my show. It kind of closed.
Yes, you told me last night.
Do you think I'm still an Asian American role model?
David, it's 2 a.m.
Well, Margaret.
Yes, David, you are still a role model. Now,
You know that legal defense thing, the one that you run?
AALDEF.
Yeah. Do you think you could give me one of your Justice in Action awards?
David, you've already received one.
But I mean, could I get another one?
Well, we like to think of it as kind of a lifetime achievement award, which means we only give out one per lifetime.
My show, I was the victim of racism, right?
Don't you have anyone else you can call? I mean, we hardly know each other.
Yeah, but I've always thought when it comes to civil rights attorneys that you're kind of hot.
I'm going to hang up now.
Oh, but Margaret!
Yes, David, you were the victim of racist